Good YouTube, it's your girl TP Tab back with another one. I thought that I could go ahead and just talk to y'all while I sit here and make my new schedule for the month of August. This is literally the process that I do before the next month comes along. Granted, this month ran into, well, July ran into August on the calendar days. So I usually already have that kind of stuff set up, and I just hadn't been. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get that done because I would like to have that before my new week starts. And don't get me wrong, I usually do something like this on like a Saturday or a Friday afternoon. But like I said, today is August 1st, even though it is Friday and I absolutely will not be taking any trade. I still like to plan ahead because I like to know what news is coming for. I mean, what I'm saying, whatever news is coming up, it's just nice to know. And every single thing isn't important to me. I'm not saying that it don't have to be important to you, but I'm just saying it's a couple of newses that you really need to pay major attention to, whether you know what they're talking about or not, whether you understand how much it affects your economy or not. These are things that you just need to be ahead of, because it will be certain times of the day and certain days of the week where price will not do anything because it's waiting for high impact news. And you know what I'm saying? Like those major ones like CPI, PPI, FOMC, NFP, like those are the heavy hitters. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes new home sales do a little something, and then sometimes, honestly, depending on whatever instrument you trade, you should be also looking at whatever news is going on in whatever economy you're trading for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different things for everything, and I just feel like you really just need to be prepared. It's better to be prepared, and it's better to stay ready than have to get ready at the last minute. So yes, I had a little ghetto wiping. Mind your business. I didn't feel like getting up and getting those wipes because I'm already sitting here talking to y'all. So yeah, it's just so important to me to know what's going on in my field. Like I said, you don't have to understand every single thing that they talk about. I do recommend, the older that I am, the older that I get, I do know that certain newses affect more than just, overall, of course, they affect the market, but you don't understand how detrimental they are to your actual survival in this nation, in this country. So you should pay attention. You should just be aware of your surroundings, period, just never overcomplicating things because we want to keep things so simple. But just pay attention because it really could, I'm not going to say necessarily save your life, but it could in a weird way. It could, but it can really save your capacity whenever it comes to your emotions and your mental and your capital. You know what I'm saying? It will save you in those things because it's like you'll sit there and be so prepared for something to happen all day. You just waiting for price to push. You've been waiting all day just to stay on the chart until 12 o'clock and not even realize that 2 o'clock, 2:30 FOMC is here, and you done wasted your time trading back and forth and nothing has happened all day whenever the ideal time to trade was in the afternoon. So it's just little tidbits like that. Or you come to the market at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and price already done dropped and did what it needed to do. Oh, you didn't know because CPI was going off at freaking 8:30. It's just important to know those kind of things because you can save yourself. And I'm not going to be one of those people to tell you trade news, don't trade news. I will simply say this: a lot of the news brings volatility, and volatility is what you want in this market to push the envelope where you needed to get pushed to. And you don't always need that every time, but I told y'all that is one of the things that I truly focus on because it's just like that's what's really going to move the market for me. That is a lot of times where you're able to catch those runners or you're able to pyramid in like you want to. It's just, you just got to pay attention to certain things, y'all. And I don't know how I'm going to sit here and keep talking to y'all and do this because me looking in this camera, this flash is blinding me. And every time I look at my computer screen, all I see is that freaking flash. But as long as I get my message over to y'all, all right, just cut my brightness up. That might help or just make it worse. as long as I'm able to get my point across to y'all, where it's just like, you just need to be prepared. You need to go ahead and do the things that you need to do. You need to make sure that you're understanding what's going on. Like I said, you don't need to be able to dissect every little part of the meeting or every little piece of the news that they talked about, but you need to understand if this comes out negatively, if they are predicting this and they actually get this, what is going to go on, what is really happening. And yeah, sometimes just turn the page just a little bit so you can actually see. You don't, like I said, you don't have to necessarily read everything what went on during the meeting or what went on during whatever news that you're watching, but at least it's good to understand that what is NFP, non-farmer payroll. So it's like what is actually happening during that time. Like, what are they actually even talking about? What is going on during FOMC? Like, what finances, what federal part of the market are they actually talking about? You know, you don't have to dive that deep. Sorry, y'all, got a killer eyelash right now. Yeah, you don't have to dive that deep, but you do have to do something. Oh, I got purple again. My dang on son. Love my little love muffin. He took my dang on markers upstairs because he has a whiteboard and he wants to color and draw with them. I said, baby, that's not what that was. It's not what that's for, but it's all right. We're going to get it popping with purple again anyways. It's my favorite. So it is August. That is crazy. And yeah, this is pretty much all I do. I literally just come and just write it out day by day. Like, what's going on. I don't write down every single thing. I really only stick to the red folders, and I really, for the most part, I really only stick to what's going on in the USA, because I mean that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for red USD folders mainly. But don't get me wrong, because I trade precious metals, I am also going to write down it is certain, because I trade precious metals and because of the time frames that I trade. I'm also going to look at, I do look at CAD sometimes, like whatever CAD news is coming out, because it has things to do with my precious metals. Who else is it? Australia, yeah. AUD, yeah. AUD is one of the other ones that I pay attention to. Not so much NZD, because I mean, it's already AUD. They're kind of tied the same. Yeah, really just those two. Like I said, because it has something to do with my precious metals, and depending on what time the news is going off, sometimes I will look at GBP, what is that, Europe, all of them. So it's just, you got to find your niche, you got to find your niche, and whatever makes sense to you for whatever instrument that you're trading. Like I said, you don't have to write down every single news, and you don't even have to write it down. I just write down because I like to be able to look at it whenever I come in here and be like, okay, this and this is all the heavy hitters that's coming this week. Good. We got a lot of news coming this week, or we barely have anything. It's just so much easier to just go ahead and be prepared for it, so you don't have to continue to dwell on it. So yeah, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm definitely about to go ahead and get this done, but I'm not about to be talking to y'all while I do this. I'm going to throw on a little music in the background because I'm already a little tired, but I want to be able to focus and take my time with this. I don't want to rush it just because I'm sitting here talking to y'all. And then I don't want to make this video extra long just because I'm trying to get down every little thing that I'm getting down. But just know that it will be done in the next video that you see. It will get done. But this is literally my process. I literally sit here and just chill out, throw on a little background music. Most of the time it's gospel. Sometimes it's a little podcast. Sometimes it's just, it's something just to keep the mind going and flowing so I won't get so distracted. Yeah, a lot of times it's those binaural beats, like the focused ones, just because this is something that I feel like is important to being prepared, and everything in trading is preparation. It's just, I want to be prepared at all costs. So I'm going to lock in with this intimate moment with myself. And I really do hope that y'all appreciate that and, take something from it. News is very important. You don't have to be scared of news. You do not have to be afraid of it. But if you constantly watch it and you constantly journal it and you constantly, at least try, even if you just getting in a little demo account and you just playing around with it during news just to see what's going to happen, like, you can become comfortable with it. And like I said, you don't have to be. You don't have to be scared of news because you don't have to trade it. You do not have to trade. If you do not want to trade, you do not have to trade that day that news is coming out. Like, you don't have to at all. But I'm just saying, if you're going to, don't let it shy you away just because everybody says, oh, you shouldn't trade news. It's real risky. Every day you wake up, every day that the Lord blesses you to wake up, and every day that he gives you to breathe that next breath, it is a risk. Everything in life is a risk, y'all. So don't sit there and get so stuck on other people's opinions. Find out for yourself. That's literally what it took for me. I used to be one of those ones that, like, I'm not going to trade news, which is crazy because it was just too much. It was just too much. When I started out, I was playing around with NAS, gold, and Dirty 30, and I messed around and found out real quick. But, you know, it didn't deter me. If anything, it just fueled me just to be like, okay, well, I did not know what I was doing, so let me check this out. Because what I did like is the fact that price was thumping, okay? I might have been on the wrong side, but it's like, oh, if I was on the right side of this, you know, it just sparked my interest. So that's all I'm saying, y'all. You don't have to be so timid about everything whenever it comes to these markets, because it's not that big of a deal. It's just, as soon as you put your own little spin on it, I guarantee you everything will be more than fine. Like, seriously. Just take your time. Take your time. Keep it simple. But just keep showing up. Keep showing up and doing whatever it is that you know that you need to do. I had to see how many days was in August. So, yeah. Everything will be A-okay. Uh-oh. Took up too much spots. We're going to say this is 30, and then we got to do /31 over here. We're just going to redo that little side. Yep. So this is half 31 and what, 24. So yeah. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm not about to sit here and be up here with y'all while I'm doing this, because I need to be able to focus and lock in. So yeah, troops, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming by. I hope that you understand how important news is in different aspects. It's not every single thing that needs to be obtained and needs to be absorbed and written down. Or if you don't want to write it down, you figure out what's best for you. Just, even if you just show up to the market in the morning before your trade starts and you just go pull up Forex Factor and be like, okay, what news is coming out today? Okay, nothing. Okay, cool, I'm good. At least you are doing something like that to where it's sparking you. You don't have to do stuff like this. Some might call this extra, but this is simple to me because I can just sit here and look over to my right and realize, okay, this is all I got to do. So, yeah. I already saluted the troops. So, yeah. I hope that y'all liked it. Go ahead and hit that sub button. If you are sitting here watching this right now and you are not subbed up, what are you doing? Why? Why are you not subbed up? Why? Go ahead, just hit the button. You might as well just hit the button. You might as well. Go ahead and hit that like button while you're right there, because they're right beside each other. Boom, bam, boom. Done. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm not going to ask you to do anything else. So, no. I hope that y'all have a blessed night, day, week, month, year. It's 2025. What a time to be alive. What a time to thrive and strive for greatness. I know it's kind of unnecessary because you can't see my muscles through the hoodie, but yeah, I needed my hoodie on tonight. I got my hoodie on and my long johns on because I'm extra cold tonight. The body is doing, calm down. That is, y'all be blessed. It's your girl Tiba Tab. I was about to go on a mean rant.